Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Scary Good Conversation. I'm your host, hold on. I'm your host, Mr. Chariot. And today's video is going to be a video about lucid dreaming and also astral projection. And I'm making this video because lately I've noticed a lot of videos popping up that where people are wondering how they can lucid dream, how they can become a lucid dreamer. Now, me personally, I've always been a lucid dreamer. For as long as I can remember, actually. I've always been a lucid dreamer. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you some ways in which can become a lucid dreamer as well. And first, let's talk about what are lucid dreams. Now, lucid dreams are the ability to know that you're dreaming when you're dreaming. But these dreams also feel vivid and very real. Like if you're bitten by a dog, you could actually feel it. But the fact, because you know that you're dreaming, like you can think and change certain courses and you can respond to certain situations in that dream. And to me, that makes dreaming just that much more fun. And I was in my adult years when I realized that not many people are lucid dreamers. In fact, for a while, and even still today, sometimes they still think that lucid dreaming isn't real. But I'm gonna tell you, it's very real. Because like I said, I've always been a lucid dreamer. I can think in my dreams. I can recall things that were said to me when I wasn't dreaming in the dream. In fact, one thing I used to always do, I would always ask people, have you ever flown in your dream? Like actually fly, like Superman. I done it, and it's fun, very fun. And I always tell people, you're gonna remember me telling you this, but next time you're dreaming, try to fly, and you can thank me later. It feels really good to be able to fly in your dreams, especially when, like I said, you can feel the air on you. You can feel the force from going up, I guess you would call it, and coming down, the G force, all that. You can feel it, and it makes it very fun. But anyway, I'm going to start with some ways that you can also become a lucid dreamer. Well, these are ways that people say work. Now, like I said, I've always been a lucid dreamer, so I wouldn't know if it changed anything. So right first, I'm gonna show you mugwort. This is mugwort. You can get it in bundles. You can get it cut like this. No, this is not weed. This is mugwort. See, mugwort. It's not weed. Anyway, my first experience with mugwort. My wife and I, we were trying to, open up, see, because even when you're spiritual, you always like to try to reach the next level. So we heard about mugwort and we decided to try it. Well, no, I take that back. We went to buy some more sage, and we saw this 3-pack. It came with sage, cedar, and mugwort. Mugwort, what is mugwort? So we decided to look it up, and we looked it up and we saw, it opens up the mind and blah 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 whatever. So we said we'll try it. And we discovered when we tried it, I'll admit, it did kind of alter my dreams a bit. It kind of made my dreams kind of, I would say, crazy. Like I've always dreamed things such as, zombie apocalypses and you name it. Any type of craziness, monsters, have you, I dream it. I've dreamed it, and like I said, I'm a lucid dreamer, so my dreams are very vivid and real. So, and I can feel everything in my dream. I can think. I'm very aware. But I'm also aware that I'm dreaming. So it's almost like living a movie, pretty much, that you're able to enjoy because you're actually aware in that dream. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Now, mugwort. This is how we had it before the first time. You burn it. You burn it like you burn the sage or whatever. And like I said, it made my dreams kind of crazy and off the wall. But that was about all it did. It didn't really. Well, it could have been maybe it was showing me a message. I don't know, but it does. I will say it does have an effect on your dreams. So, and I've heard people say that it actually works. So you can try that, and also some people, like I said, they go back to the basics and they burn stuff like sage. This is white sage right here. As you can see, we've already used it, but this is white sage, and it's also got cedar in it. I only use sage just to cleanse my environment. That's about it. But but it and I'll say this. This is all no. This is on the side. No, normally we would burn sage just to clean our environment, and it would leave that kind of hot dog water smell. That little after smell. It's kind of like hot dog water. That if you let it set on the stove all night and you got lazy and didn't want to dump it out, but it'll leave that kind of smell in the house. But mixed with cedar, it's a bit softer smell. So I would suggest getting the sage. If you're gonna go the sage route, get the sage with the cedar mix. It's a lot better. But one thing I find may be the most effective is just plain meditation. Like I was talking to this lady before, and she was talking about mushrooms. She was using mushrooms. I don't think so. I'm good on the mushroom stuff. Like I said, I'm a Gemini, so we're air signs. We don't really need all that extra stuff to reach higher, to tap into our spirituality, because we already up there in the clouds anyway. But anyway, what I found works best to get to keep the mind in tune even when you're asleep. And like I said, just meditate. And when you meditate, ask for answers. If you got questions, ask for those answers. And those answers are gonna come to you. And because it's the universe wants you to see those answers, your dreams are gonna become lucid because it wants you to take it in. And what good is give you those answers if you're not taking it in? If you're not aware of, if you're not aware to the point to where you see those answers and recognize those answers. So that's what I would have to say on the whole lucid dreaming situation. Or like if you wanna get into that, like I said, I'm starting to see videos of people that want to get into it. And lucid dreaming, like I said, it makes the whole dreaming process just that much more better. Because when you know that you're dreaming and you're able to alter situations or at the very least respond like change your reactions in those situations in those dreams because your mind is more aware and in tune of what's going on. But anyway, I'm going to move on to now astral projection. Now first, let's talk about what astral projection is. Astral projection, that's the ability for one's spirit to leave the physical body and move throughout space and even time without the physical body. Because our physical body is basically an anchor to this dimension. And put that aside. Our physical body is an anchor to this dimension. It's what keeps us here, but our spiritual body is able to move within dimensions, other realms, or what have you. Our spiritual body is able to do that. And when you're able to astral project, you're able to move, and you're able to move with it, even in this realm, but even throughout other realms and dimensions, and if you're in tune enough to get to those areas. But I'm going to share with y'all the first time I astral projected, and I'll admit it kind of scared me. So I try not to astral project too much because, like I said, it still kind of scares me a little bit. 'Cause I guess I just had that fear, like, what if I can't get back into my body? Then what I'm gonna do? But anyway, I remember once the first time, I thought I was dreaming at first. But anyway, I like I said, I'm a lucid dreamer, so I'm thinking I'm dreaming. So sometimes it can be, I think me and my wife, we were meditating, because we usually meditate before we go to bed. And I just remember getting up out of the bed, and I went from our bedroom into the living room, and I'm walking around, and I'm looking around, and something's odd about the house. And so I walk over to look outside. I move the blind down, and I look outside, and it's like pitch black. Like it's almost like nothing. And so I go to try to open the door, and I couldn't leave the house. For some reason, I couldn't go beyond that point. So I'm thinking I'm dreaming. So I go back into the bedroom, and that's when I see my body laying on the bed. I see my body laying on the bed. And at that point, I admit, I started panicking. I'm like, did I die? I'm thinking I died. So I start panicking, and I got the idea, well, maybe if I lay back on my body, I can get back in it. And that's when all I remember is I flashed a light, and then I woke up. And it wasn't until later that I realized I think I just astral projected. And so later on, I would try to do it again during meditation. And you actually start to feel your spirit trying to come out your body. It's almost like you're moving at like a supersonic speed. But it's like, how do I describe it? It's like almost like you feel a upward lift of pulling, and it's like your body is falling, but your spirit is coming up. And it can be scary. Because for a while after that, when I would chicken out, when I would feel that lift, I would chicken out, and I would open my eyes and like, nope. But anyway, if that's something that you want to try and get into and or what have you, I would say do your research. Try not to just jump into it, because it can be scary, but with practice and spiritual practice and meditation and what have you, you'll start getting better with it. And now, on the next episode of Scary Good Conversation with myself, Mr. Chariot, I'm going to talk about demonic possessions. Yeah, demons are real, and demons not only come in the form of spiritual beings and stuff, they also come in the form of people. And a lot of times people are infected with demons. And I'm going to talk about that. And I'm also going to show you a picture of an actual demon. That's right. And I'm going to tell you about that picture. So tune in next time on Scary Good Conversations. I'm your host, Mr. Chariot. See you later.